Right, let's look at the weekly anticipation. First of all, the euro dollar. You remember we talked about that specific candle right over there. It was busy pulling back from the 142 level, and we anticipated a retest of either this trend line or the 21. It pulled back, right, not 100% to it. I make it a little bit bigger, you can see there, but there was the pullback right over there, and then the start moving back upwards. So even on the 4 hours, let's see whether we see something on the 4 hours. There was not really any indication there. See, it's that trend line there. Let me just see whether we can see something here on the 4 hour. Right, you can see there was the pullback, and it was to the 89, close to that trend line. You can see there's the resistance right over there, becoming support, and right over here, that's where the change came. And then on Friday, this run up here. So currently, I would say we are in a phase going upwards. Once again, previous high, if we take the daily, you can see right over there, we are just above the 142 level. So that's a crucial point at that specific one. I will most definitely wait for the market to give direction. And in this case, I'll go to the 4 hours, and it really needs to go above there. Only about it's difficult to say, 142.75, I think is going to play a major role in terms of resistance. Let me just mark that, and then we can have a look at that, because I think the 75 level is really going to be a factor right over there. That's just the way that I know the euro in the past. So let's see. For me, a pullback towards the 142 and a move away back upwards. I mean, there's 40-50 pips to be made. If that happens, you can go to a smaller time frame. But I will sit on the sideline to really see that the market shows its color. You can see even the RSI is busy squeezing in. So there's a lot of emotion. I'm going to mark that so that you can know there's definitely something going on there. Currently, you can see there was a pullback towards the 21, right over there, and then the move start up. That's quite a strong bullish candle, I would say. So I will look for going upwards. But as I say, just remember this little emotion that I've drawn here. Another thing is there's a slight divergence. Price going up. I think I can shift that a little bit up now. MACD coming down, so that's why I say that the 75, 142.75, 143 level might play some resistance over there. Right, British pound. We anticipated that bounce there. So right over there, this was a nice one. You can see those two little spinners there, and that was the one that really. And you remember we said for a move back up towards the 21. So there was about 100 pips. That was part of what we anticipated. So right over there, we were online. Currently, you can see it tested the 21, came back, retested 21. So there's a lot of emotion being built in there. That's also quite a strong bullish candle. So anything above that, right over there, going upwards, that is where I'll be interested. But as I say, the market can do anything. So be prepared for should it want to come down, because that's also a possibility. The price just might decide that, right, this is it. It's a retest of the 21, a move down towards even to the 200 is also possible. On this one, I won't get involved right over here, although it's quite high up. Let's look at the 4 hour. Maybe on the 4 hour we will be able to see something. See, there's the test and there's another test. No, it's difficult. At this stage, I will sit on the sideline in this area here. I will definitely look for some opportunities should it go above and started moving upwards. The Swissie also pulled back inside the breakout. There's that move back up, tempting to the 89, trying to get to the 89, did not get there. So even here, there's the move above the 21, pull back and the move up. So I'm also maybe, it's difficult because the euro and the Swissie is now sort of where they move in the same direction. I don't like that. I haven't got really any fundamental backgrounds to say it's not supposed to be like that, but what I normally know is when the Swissie comes down, the euro goes up. So it just shows me there's some bit of indecision going on. That's just my feeling. I might be wrong. Maybe someone has got more insight in this, and then you can maybe give me an email and I can post it to the people. I would love that to do that. But currently, as I say, you can see there, euro going up, Swissie flat, and then on Friday also going up, and then started coming down. So that might be when the euro went down. The Swissie went up, and when the euro went up, the Swissie came down. So that's why, with that tail upwards, I would say if I really had to get involved here, there's about 100 pips to this trend line. That will be the area. I will definitely go to the 4 hours and then say, right, if that trend line is broken, wait for a breakthrough, pull back, and a coming down towards this trend line. That's how I will trade the Swissie if I have to. US dollar, Japanese yen. You remember we talked about possible resistance there and the price coming down. Well, it decided otherwise. It went right through, break that line, started to pulling down on Friday. So I'll be waiting for a retest of this trend line as well as the 200 SMA, and then a move back upwards. That's what I'll be looking at. You can see the RSI has also broken that top little trend line there. Now that's normally a strong sign, so let's see whether we're going to see, but that's the area that I'll be looking in. If I can get in here, if you go to the 4 hour, I like going to the 4 hour. See, there's a breakout, there's the pullback. If it starts moving, going upwards, that's a good place to get involved. Aussie dollar, that's the one we talked about that broke that triangle where I anticipated it to move to the top side right over there, and especially with that candle I was anticipating a move up, and then that happened. And when it pulled inside here, you remember I said that if this was a false breakout, we're going to see a strong move going upwards, and that's exactly what happened. There was the pullback and the move away from that trend line. If you go to the 4 hour, you will see it so beautifully. There's the pullback, there's the move away, there was the entry, and there was about 75 pips on the short term to be made there. Currently on this one, it's still going upwards, so there's no reason why it should not go further up, but just also remember for maybe a pullback towards the daily 8 EMA. Let me just put that there so that you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. There it is. And if we go to the 4 hours, you will see where that is lying. So there's a possibility of a move down of about 80 pips. But on the 4 hour, it can also just pull back to the 21 and then move up. So just remember that little candle there, I like that last candle, okay, but that's not on the daily, that's on the 4 hour. So wait a little bit before just enter. Give it a little bit of chance to come down here, and then get a nice entry. That's how I will trade the Aussie. Right, then the Euro Japanese yen, also the same story. It just ignored this move down and started moving back upwards. So to me that was a shaking out of a lot of people, and now finally there's direction. So also maybe a pullback a little bit before a move to carry on. That's the way that I will see it for this week. The one that I will favor, it's difficult to say. I will go for the US dollar Japanese yen, because it just went above that trend line. You can see there's the pullback. So that's the one that I will be looking at in this area right over here. Right, that's it. Let's see how this week is going to treat us.